What's up everyone, V here, and today I've got an interesting video. Did a little bit of a double review because these two figures are basically the exact same figure, aside from the heads and hands. So I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to bother making two videos about it. But you may know that there's a new It show, It Welcome to Derry, is, as I'm recording this, halfway through its run, and I'm absolutely loving it. I loved the It movies. I remember seeing them whenever I was a bit younger, saw the first one in the theaters, pirated the second one, loved them both, and was loving Pennywise. Never got any of the Neca Pennywise figures, but with this new show coming out, it made my love for Pennywise and It float back up, you know? And I was at like this collectible store / record store, whatever, and I peeped. They had like 3 different Pennywises. They had this guy, they had this guy, they had a third one. Don't remember what was up with the third one. I remember it was my least favorite of the 3, though. And I was really debating on whether or not I should buy one or buy 2. Because I was like, this one was really catching my eye. But I was like, you gotta have the classic Pennywise. So I was like, you know what? I'll get the classic Pennywise. That's what I'm gonna run. Then I go to Target after. And sitting on the shelf is none other than this Pennywise right here. Just him, no other Pennywises. And I was like, it's a sign. It's telling me to get it. So I bought 2. So I got 2 Pennywise figures. I went from 0 to 2. But yeah. Because, I watched that first It movie religiously when it came out. And I rewatched both of them for the show that was dropping, and they hold up. I really like the first one. Second one does have its flaws. I feel like he's not that scary in the second one, aside from a few scenes. He's much more menacing in the first one. And the ending, spoiler alert, by the way, I'm going to be talking about it, when he kind of just gets bullied to death, was kind of lame. But he's moving different in this new show. I'm absolutely loving it. In the last episode, again, spoiler alert, was when he appears. And I want to acknowledge that I called the scene when I watched the trailers, and it was when the first episode came out, and I realized we weren't getting him till later. I was like, you know what? That shot in the trailer of him sliding on the pole, I think would be a great introduction scene. And that was the introduction scene of him as Pennywise. And I was like, oh my god, I was right. I guessed it weeks in advance. Anyway, phenomenal. He's great in this movie. He's great in the movies, but he's great in the show. I feel like this show's doing him the best. And he has a slightly new look, and I think there's a NECA figure of his new look. But right now we're dealing with the ones from the first It movie. Again, double review because they're the same figure. But yeah, before we get into Mr. Pennywise himself, we'll get into the boxes. This one has the classic balloon, you'll float to it, Georgie. You know, a little shot of him there. Same pic there on the back. All the different heads and expressions and stuff. Looks cool. Open it up. Got a nice shot of Pennywise holding the balloon. Oh my god, you can move it. Because, oh my god, wait, yeah, you can move the balloon on the hand. Because it's like this low and it does not hold, but it's saying you can move it. It just, I'm scared to move it because I'm scared I'm going to break it, and it's really not one to move, but oh my god. It does help with him holding it so much better. Okay, hell yeah. Just letting that now. This, I got it used, so it's a bit torn, but yeah. Then this, got the house, the balloon, it's classic shot of him. Same shot. Then all the different looking faces with the doors. 7 young outcasts band together to battle an ancient shape-shifting evil that emerges every 27 years to prey on the town's children. Did the other one have a bio? It's the exact same bio. But yeah. We're going to talk about this Pennywise's accessories first. This is the classic Pennywise. He's a little hard to stand because of the feet, but you know what? He comes with another flat hand, which has some nice stitching detail on it. Looks cool. Comes with the boat that Georgie had, the SS Georgie. Poor guy. Poor guy. Little thing floating around. It's probably what this hand's for. It could probably hold it if you tried hard enough. But I don't care. And that wasn't in focus. And finally, for hands, you got the hand holding the balloon. And again, I've learned that you can hold it up because before it was like down here. And if you had it in his hand, the balloon just fell over. And I was like, okay, that doesn't work. But knowing you can move it up, I thought you could, but I was scared to move it because it's so thin. I'm gonna put it on just to get one little look of him holding the balloon. Look at that. You can't see it because of how tall he is, but yeah, that looks cool. And it is the classic red balloon, plastic, of course. Taking the hand off, very nervous because that it's thin and it feels like that like string is plastic too, which I feel like it probably isn't the best, but you know. Then bringing him back because he comes with 2 more accessories and they're alternate heads. On him right now is his little creepy smiling head where he's like, I think this is his base generic Pennywise the Clown, the dancing clown style, but I think it's specifically based off when he's talking to Eddie. Horrible with character names. Where he's like, when he sees him behind the house and he's like, come join the clownettes. We all float down here. And he's just like, the goofiest hell line. If you lived here, you'd be home by now. But then he also comes with a more like serious looking face. Menacing. Got all the nice cracks detailed in right there. Looks really good. And the hair. He's got a lot of nice detailing. He's got some crazy hair. I prefer his hair in the Dairy Show. It gives more clown with like the curls. I forget what the new one looks. I assume it's the same body but different heads. But I feel like I didn't rock with it as much. But we'll see. Who knows, if I find it, I might buy it. And then he comes with the Munchin head where he's got his teeth out, but he isn't fully crazy. It isn't the fully like biting Georgie's handoff face, but still looks really good. It's got a little bit of red in there. I don't know why anything's not being in focus. Lord. But those are the accessories for this Pennywise. Moving to the next one, because he comes with a bit more interesting stuff. Because on him right now is this face, which is from the scene when they're going through the projector and then he pops out. This is the exact face he has. And I love this look. I like the darker hair, the messier hair, just the grin with all the teeth showing looks so creepy and menacing. And again, the darker hair looks really creepy and menacing. And again, the creepy, menacing vibe matches the rest of this. Whereas this head still matches it. Just the eeriness of this one matches the eeriness of the outfit. Actually, why am I taking him away? He can stand here. Oh. Lord and mercy. We have dropped the camera. And probably did a face reveal, which is tragic because I feel like my hair is sitting like complete cheeks right now. But you know what? It's the mischievous of Pennywise the Clown doing devious things. He's going to stand further back where if he falls, he's just going to bash the paint on his face. That was evil work. I'm not going to edit that out, but, you know, we try. He comes with 2 hands that are, like, grabbing. I don't know what they're grabbing. I don't know, maybe you could use it to grab the boat? Because it doesn't really work. He doesn't really have anything he grabs, accessory-wise, but you know, you got the nice stitching. You can't even see it there. Then he comes with, like, the wolf hand he has when they are fighting him in the house, because he comes with another accessory, which is this head where they stab him in the eye with the pole, because that's when he's, like, looking at them with, like, the wolf hand. And this is a separate piece you can stick in. I've noticed when you stick it in through the ear, it goes perfectly through there, but when you try to stick it in through here, it just goes wherever and does not at all go out the hole that it's supposed to, which is weird. But yeah, it looks really cool. You got the, like, teeth going up the side of his face. Just gnarly looking. And then the hair with that nice wash. And then, to continue on from the projector scene, you got this head, which is when, like, the hair is blowing back in his face. It's such a specific look of a head. I doubt anyone's really displaying him like that, but it still looks good. Really orange right here, but still looks pretty cool. And he's got that weird, like, grin that he has in that scene. And finally, probably the coolest of the alternate heads is the I'm currently munching on Georgie's arm head, where he's got, like, the full-on crazy-eyed look. The mouth is fully open. It's like building off of this into just pure, like, Namen. Looks really cool, really gnarly. Really, like, that's my favorite of the heads. And those are all of the accessories. I'm gonna talk more about the figure on this Pennywise, because that's just the classic Pennywise look. Figure's pretty cool. Isn't perfect. Again, he has a little trouble standing because he's a bit finicky with some of the details. And I oddly have a problem where the arm keeps falling off. Of course, now it's stuck, but, like, the arm keeps coming off at this joint whenever I try to bend it. I don't know why. It's just on this guy, but it's something to look out for. But he still looks pretty cool. I'm bringing it in. Got that gnarly Pennywise face right there. Why am I saying gnarly a lot? I don't know. This is a separate piece because when you remove the head, you can take it off. Just detailed really nicely. Again, with NECA, you know you're going to get some crazy detailing. One thing I noticed is that the pom-pom thingies are off center. I guess that's accurate, and it adds to the eeriness. But then in my mind, I hate that it's not symmetrical. I think it matches better with this one because he's, like, very chaotic looking versus the more, like, subdued clown that this guy is. They got a lot, like, the big puffiness of his arms, and then a lot of nice detailing around his wrists, which looks really nice. Then a lot of, like, nice thin, like, red and white line work throughout. Lord, what the hell was that? Oh, it's Pennywise coming to get me. Oddly, I had like a nightmare, like, Pennywise got me the other night. It was weird. Like, I was, like, sledding in the snow at, like, this, like middle of the woods, like, with, like, some of my friends. And then we're told to go inside, and then as I'm going inside, this little child grabs my arm as I'm trying to close the door, and I'm trying to shake him off, and it turns to Pennywise, and I woke up. I don't know what the hell was up with that. Maybe Pennywise is coming to get me. I'm gonna tell you right now, Pennywise would have a field day with me, because I get scared so easily. He would have to do nothing. Also, I'm horrified of clowns. So he could literally just stand in the corner, eating a bowl of cereal, and I would be primed and ready. He'd have me medium rare within a second. But yeah, anyway, got his little, like, skirt thingy. He's got, like, It's a little rubbery, but it's got like enough to kick like that. Got a lot of nice detailing. Again, what I love most about figures is that you just get to see all the little details. Like I never noticed like all this like intricate detail work that was on Pennywise's suit. And like just having a figure, you just get to see all that detail, which is so cool. Like again, look at how detailed those shoes are. Looks so cool, and then more pom-poms. And again, this figure is the exact same. I want to say he's slightly darker. But it might be crazy. But yeah, aside from these hands, because he has like grabby hands, and the head, these are the same figure. Which is why I was doing a double review. I think oddly the red on the pom-poms is redder on this guy. Because I was like, they're the same figure. I'm not going to bother. Now, if I get any other Pennywises down the line, I'll do a separate review. Like I might, if there is a Welcome to Derry, which probably will be, because I feel like they milked the Pennywise figures to death, I'll buy it. But if not, or if it looks buns, I might not buy it. Because again, I'm really happy with these two. This is like the perfect just regular clown. This is the perfect scary look. But yeah, articulation wise, he has a, what is the joint? I think like dumbbell, which makes him look decent. Arm rotates, didn't rotate. Moves out, it's a little rubbery here. Rotates here, double jointed elbow. Weird rotation. And then like some weird as hell joint at his wrists that I don't really want to mess with because I'm afraid it'll break. Rotates, kind of moves around, but again, this is very hindering. And again, you can see all the articulation there. That is very much hindered. Why won't that go back in? By his, like, why is it not moving back in? There we go. It's like slightly ratchety, which is strange. Double jointed knee. And then up and down and a rocker at his ankle. So very limited with the articulation, but again, it's no Marvel Legends, and I feel like you understand that going into a design like this. If it isn't fabric, he's going to be limited. Same with him. But yeah. Comparison time. Ironically, that one is the one being the most evil. Ooh, my feet hurt. I've been sitting on them way too long. Bringing in a Marvel Legends, here they are, next to Daredevil, the man without fear. We'd see how he would deal with Pennywise. Then Black Series, this guy, I've forgotten his name. For some 7-inch scale, here they are next to Jazzware's Halo CE Master Chief and McFarlane DC Superman. And for fun, bring in the Superior Superman. I forgot what brand he is. But voila. I think Neca's making a Superman too. But I'm probably not going to buy it after that Superman. What will most likely have been the previous review, I'm recording these in the same night, the Studio Series 86 Megatron. And finally, for some horror movie / horror-ish icons, or at least the ones I got. Here's Pennywise next to Michael Myers. Ghostface. The Predator really towers over him. And I know this isn't NECA. I think this is McFarlane. One of the few McFarlane figures I actually don't hate with a burning passion. The Demogorgon. Can barely even see him. Because I think Stranger Things' new season drops literally tomorrow. While I'm recording it tomorrow. It will 100% already be out by the time this video drops. That's crazy. Coming to an end. Well, not really, because they've split it into 3 parts because they hate us. I can't wait to get everything spoiled on Instagram beforehand. But I'm doing good with the It show. My entire feed is It now. But I've gotten good at dodging the spoilers, and I can tell the next few episodes are going to be great. But yeah, I'm loving that show so much. And these figures aren't bad. They're not perfect. Dear God. I heard a jiggle. I was so scared that he was going to fall on the camera again. Also notice I made them switch sides, which is kind of fun. But yeah, do I recommend these guys? Honestly, yeah. I mean, I don't think there's too many Pennywise figures on the market. This is the best you're probably going to get. But as like a base Pennywise, this is honestly a really fun figure. And he... really cool with all the different cool accessories. But yeah. Honestly, if you like Pennywise, I'd buy it. It's pretty cool. I'd give it... It's pretty cool. Haha, get it, because it. But yeah, I'd give it a solid... I was gonna say 6, 7 out of 10. Then I realized I'm saying 6, 7. Anyway, around that 5.9 to 7.1 is the range I give this Pennywise figure, because I refuse to say it, even though I just said it. But yeah. Like, subscribe, check out my previous reviews. Love how I did nothing. Did I even upload in October? I know I took a bit of a break. And I decided to do a horror video at the end of November. But again, when this video comes out, it'll probably be December. Yeah, I'm going to try to get back on the schedule. Again, I know I slacked off, but I was having a lot of stuff go on in life. Heat. I had to get my radiator fixed. Or get a new radiator. So I just didn't have heat for a month. And it got really cold. And I had a space heater, but it was loud as hell. Too loud to run while recording. But I was not recording without it because it'd get way too cold. And then I had like a little cut on my lip, which was making it kind of hard to talk and all that. So that took me out for another week. And I just got a lot of stuff going on with life. Good stuff, though. Like, not bad. Like I don't want to delve into my personal life. But, I was so focused on all that, I forgot that I had a YouTube channel. And nothing was really pulling me to make videos. But then that Megatron and these Pennywises really have. And now I'm going to try to go back and do all the stuff I was going to do. Daredevil will hopefully be next, if I remember, or I don't get anything I like more beforehand. But yeah, like, subscribe, check out my previous reviews. Forgot if I said that already. Not too much NECA and horror on the channel, but there's some. I know that Michael and the Ghostface have videos on the channel. But yeah, hopefully have a wonderful day. And hopefully you aren't getting tormented by a sadistic evil clown who's trying to season you up for his next meal. What I'm learning is if you live in any Stephen King universe, get the hell out of Maine. I feel like you're safe everywhere else but Maine. Maine is just like hell. Like, you're gonna die. Evil work. Anyway, can't wait to see how the show ends. I think the next episode we're diving a bit into the Bob Gray backstory, which is really hype. But yeah, I'm not gonna. I was like, should I make a review for the show when it's finished? And then I've made one review as like a separate video, and I just didn't care for the setup. And also nobody watched it. And you know what? I'm glad they didn't, because I didn't care for that video. And I'm shocked I still have it up. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. Hopefully you have a wonderful day, and peace out.